Chuck Koplinski with Real Talk with Chuck and Pam. This is Pam Powell, my partner. We're here to review The Tender Bar, the new film from George Clooney that's premiering on Amazon Prime. The Tender Bar is based on a memoir by J.R. Moring. He is a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist, and this is about his childhood, and it was a little rough. Apparently, at one point when he was about 8 years old, he and his mom, played by Lily Rabe, moved in with his grandparents. And, well, there was no dad around, no positive real influence, except for Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie here is played by Ben Affleck, and he runs a bar. And it's a very unique bar. It's called the Dickens Bar, and, well, I wouldn't expect it, but they have the entire works of Charles Dickens and history books and other big pieces of literature within the bar. And the kid hangs out with his uncle and, well, he gleans a lot of information, not just literary, but about life from him, as well as the denizens of the bar. And it's a colorful, entertaining, setting. And that goes for about a half hour, but then the film switches to where we see J.R. as an older man, played by Ty Sheridan. He's trying to establish his writing career. We see him going back and reconnecting with Uncle Charlie, and well, at that point, the movie just kind of lost some momentum for me. It's directed by George Clooney, and while I love Mr. Clooney, this one and many of his other films as a director, he just kind of plays things a little safe. I wish this had been edgier. I wish we had spent more time with the kid, the younger version of J.R., played by Daniel Maneri. Really good little kid, and Grandpa was played by Christopher Lloyd. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm kind of on the fence with this one. What do you think?
Well, I think I might have liked it a little bit more than you did, and shockingly, I think we agree on the fact that when the little kid grew up into Tyler Sheridan's character, it really lost speed and momentum. The brakes were actually put on. I think one of the things that we've talked about, though, is how characters really come into their own as actors come into their own as they age, and I think the seasoned veteran with Ben Affleck, he's enjoying it. He is really embracing his role as the father figure, because this little kid doesn't have a father figure, and he does become that. And I want you to talk a little bit about one of your favorite scenes in this movie, and maybe even one of the favorite of all time.
Yeah, this actually made my list of best scenes of the year. There's the grandfather, played by Christopher Lloyd. We see him, and he's always unkempt, and his hair is bedraggled, and he farts, and I mean he's a real piece of work. Yeah. And the kid J.R., there's a father-son activity or dance at the school, and Grandpa decides he's going to take the bull by the horns, and we see him go upstairs. He takes a shower, he gets cleaned up, he brushes his hair, he has a nice suit on, he comes down the stairs, and he's completely transformed. And his wife sees him and says, "I remember you." Aww. And they hug and kiss, and it's just such a nice, gentle moment. And that's the one thing I took away from the film, and the film needed more moments like that.
Right. And a little bit edgier, a little bit more, be bold, be brave. It's okay. You're George Clooney. You can do that.
That's right. So that's what we think about The Tender Bar. Next time we're going to be talking about
Macbeth.
Let's
talk about Macbeth. The tragedy of Macbeth.
We'll talk about that next time, and we'll also get this seating thing arranged too.
I think I'll be setting it up.
Yeah, all right. See you then.